You're changing venues. Take me through what you're feeling right now.
Well, I'm just excited about the opportunity to coach in the Mountain West and to coach for Norm Chow over there. And, it's a good challenge, and I'm just looking forward to getting there and getting started.
You're leaving a program that you helped get out of the darkness, so to speak, and bring it back to the light, and you're going to a program that's a rebuilding effort again. Is that something you relish? You like having rebuilding projects?
Yeah, I think, first of all, Coach Kramer's been awesome to work for, and I've worked with him for 10 seasons. I've known him for 15 years and 10 seasons, and he's rebuilt 3 programs, and I've done 2 of them with him. And, it's going to be kind of awkward without having him right there doing all the dirty work and all that. And I really appreciate everything he's done for me, and I've really enjoyed coaching with him, and he does things the right way, and I'm going to miss that. And, I'm looking forward to the future, but at the same time, being with Coach Kramer that long, we've kind of been together for quite a while and had a lot of wins, and so now just looking for the next chapter.
What was the biggest draw for you? Was it moving up to the Mountain West, or was it kind of just a fresh start, or kind of that rebuilding aspect? I guess what was the biggest draw for you?
Well, I think being in the Mountain West is obviously a step up, and I think it's a challenge there, and you always want to continue to grow as a coach, but and being an offensive coordinator, they always kind of get tired of you after a certain amount of time. So you're always just kind of seeing what's out there, and not that I was looking for anything at all. That's totally not the case. We loved every minute being here, and I'm gonna miss the players. That's the biggest thing is missing the Xavier Finneys and the Justin Arias and all those guys. The whole line, and Deem and all those guys. It's been fun. I've loved every minute of being here in Pocatello, and the community has been great to me and my family, and we're always going to have those memories taken with us.
What is the most memorable moments of that looking back?
Most memorable? Wow. I don't know. I don't know if I've reflected that deep yet in terms of that. I just think just the improvement of this last year is, to me, that's what you want to do. You're trying to improve every season, and I think that's just being 8-4 and competing and getting respect from the conference, and guys knowing how far you've come in terms of where the team started 4 years ago. That's means the most to me.
Your family's reaction when you told them you're going to Honolulu?
I think they're fired up. They're pretty excited about it. And so obviously the weather's a big factor in that, and it's always an adventure. We think of it that way. We've moved several times already, and they're young lives, so we try to treat it as an adventure, and looking forward.
And you mentioned last season, obviously you guys had your best season in a long time, set all kinds of offensive records, and you have a bunch of guys that are going to be back next year. Is it hard leaving knowing that you guys might be able to have the same success next year, or do you feel like you're kind of leaving the team in good hands and in good shape?
Well, I think leaving the team is in great hands. Coach Kramer's going to always, now that the things are built and in place, the depth is there, and a lot of guys return, and I only wish them the best. It's, and they're going to be good, and they're going to be good for a long time here. I think we've done it the right way in terms of with high school guys for the most part, and it's a great bunch of guys in terms of that, in terms of the citizens that we have as players, and grades matter to those guys. Their degree matters. When we've changed the culture here, and so I leave, with me leaving, they're in great hands of the situation that they're in. But, would I love to coach those guys another year? Heck yeah. I think the best is still yet to come for those guys.
Is there a little bit of risk going to Hawaii? There was the rumors earlier this past season that they might cut the football program. Is that on the back of your mind when you take a job like this?
Not at all. I just, the contracts that assistants sign are usually short term, and that's, you're coaching for today, and I'm not concerned about that. No, not one bit.
What kind of offense do you expect to be running down in Hawaii?
It'll be very similar to what we're doing here. Obviously got to get there and see what we have and match, what we want to do to the personnel, and I think that's always a big deal. And who's going to play quarterback and match what they can do, to what we will get going there. But it'll, I'm just looking forward to getting there and seeing those guys. I'll have about 4 weeks before spring break, and then we start, in April, spring ball, much similar to here. So it'll give me about a month to get going there. So plenty of time to see what we need to before we get going.
What do you think about stepping into kind of the state of Hawaii football? I mean, it seems like it's becoming, there's more excitement there with like the Marcus Mariotas, the Monte Teos of the world having origins in Hawaii. So there's a level of football there that maybe people didn't know before. Those kind of players.
Yeah, I think it's a unique place in terms of recruiting. I think there's very quality guys there on the islands, good, tough, hard-nosed football players, and then being able to recruit the mainland. So it's kind of a unique place that way, and it's a great setting, and obviously they're great people over there, in terms of that. So I just think, it'll definitely be different, but I think it's a very unique place to coach in.
To be able to coach with a guy like Norm Chow, who kind of has built the reputation of being an offensive guru, for you to be his offensive coordinator, how excited are you to work with him?
Yeah, I am excited, and I think it would be silly for me not to listen to what he has to say and where he wants to go and what kind of identity he wants to have. I mean, he has a pocket full of experience that that you got to take advantage of, and I welcome that. I mean, you try to be as transparent as you can as a coordinator and communicate and that, but I just think with his experience and then with the talent there, we'll try to put everything together and let's go get some W's.
Have you ever surfed before?
I have never surfed.
Do you plan on learning?
I think I will, because my kids will definitely they're going to trade their skis in for the surfboard. So, heck yeah, I want to give it a try. As long as I don't look too foolish, right?
You talked about the culture here at ISU and how the guys really are focused on their education and all of that stuff. Do you know what that is going to be like with your new guys? I mean, I know you probably haven't had a chance to be around them at all, but I mean, do you kind of get the sense that the culture is going to be the same or different down there?
You mean in
Hawaii?
In Hawaii?
Right.
Well, I don't know. I'll just have to get there and see what the deal. Here, the culture was guys would come here and the degree was secondary when we first got here. Now, guys already know they're going to get their degree and they want to be good football players. That's the difference that I see. That Coach Kramer, and it all starts from the top down. Coach Kramer has done a great job with that, and just in how he deals with those guys and knows, it's not a trial and error deal. He knows what he's looking for. This is what we're doing, and everything that he's accomplished up to this point is what he said was going to happen. You know what I mean?
Right.
So now, give or take a few months here or there, or whatever, but it's what he said was going to happen, and I think if you attack it head on and do things the right way, then those things usually do happen.
What was his reaction when you told him that you were going to go to Hawaii and jump in?
It was great.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been friends for a long time, and he, I wish him all the success, and he does the same for me, and he was very happy for me, and he's been very helpful, ever since that I've known him in terms of that, and he understands the business, and we talk about it a lot in terms of, some situations are good, some are not, and, but there's just, he was very supportive and very happy with that type of news.
And obviously you got your big award this past month or a few weeks ago. I'm not sure when it was, but how has your life changed since then?
Well, it's kind of interesting. The guy, when I got the award, the Football Scoop guys, and I don't know if you're aware of Football Scoop, but they're online, whatever. And he says nearly every guy that has won that award says his life has changed after winning the award, and so I would have to concur. I mean, so, and not so much as just the award, but the award means you're doing something good. That's how I look at it. If you're doing something good, then good things will happen and continue to do that. And you got to continue to strive to be better and grow and do that. And so I'm very thankful for that award. Very grateful that that's happened.